Outlaw Sports is brought to you by Molson Canadian, made from Canada, and Rocky Mountain Barbecue, Alberta barbecue cuisine at its best. Well, today we're going to have an NHL free-for-all. So many topics, so little time. So many women, so little time in life, right? That's your old saying, until you got hitched and now you're a henpecked little man.
That was a long time ago.
Let's talk about some different aspects. First thing, the illegal hits. The side hits, the from-behind hits. The behind hits I hate. But whatever happened to the old saying, keep your head up. Nice, clean hits, knock them down. I love it.
You know what, I disagree. Sure, if you got your head down, a guy can crush you all he wants, but don't initiate the hit on the guy's head. That's barbaric, and in today's speed, size of players, all that, it's becoming more and more of an issue because of the speed. A lot of teams are coming out through the middle. Guys have their head down, they're looking to the side. It does not make you fair game. The potential of having your career ended at any time is not a possibility that we want in the National Hockey League. If you hit a guy clean, you're not going to end his career. You could at any time, but you're not going to at least, you know, do brain damage. So I have a big problem with guys like you and dinosaurs out there who say that if you have your head down, you deserve everything you get. That's
called
barbaric.
real man hockey. Keep your heads up, nail him, make him pay the price.
Yeah, but don't hit his head.
You don't have to hit his head, but you can still make physical contact.
And that's legal still.
And make him pay the price.
Yeah, I don't always agree with Bobby Clark because I hated him when I was a young kid and he was playing for the Flyers. I wasn't that young, actually. But anyways, he said something smart, and I have to agree with you a little bit. Keep your head up, but years ago, players could defend themselves. I remember Al McNeil of the Flames saying he would tell the Flames coming in, if Messier's coming at you, get your stick up, defend yourself. Yeah. You can't do that anymore. So you got to be aware. I agree, you got to be aware. And if you came at me, I saw you, I would get my stick up and you'd get a mouthful of Sherwood, where nowadays you'd be ejected for high sticking.
You know, when I played junior B hockey, we had this coach
you
come up.
You could have made a WHA if you had kept that up, you once said.
And the thing about it, you know, this coach came back from the International Hockey League, and he was a big, tough guy. And he said, that's the first thing he said, keep that stick up because it's either you or him. And you know what? That's how I played the game.
But the rules nowadays, Mike, don't allow that. So you're absolutely right.
I know you can think it's barbaric and it's old-time hockey, but that's...
But years ago, you didn't get as many of these headshots because guys could defend themselves. The rules now in the NHL don't allow guys to defend themselves, so the Joe Thorntons can still go after a guy and semi-blindside him, and that's not right.
Yeah. But the worst of them all are from behind. I mean, that's...
That
is the worst.
We all agree with that. I mean, the Joe Thornton one is a really tricky one. You know, the Joe Thornton hit is so similar to, I don't know if I'm losing people here, but the Jonathan Toews Willie Mitchell hit the other day, or last year, and they said that was a clean hit, but now they're saying Joe's was different. Some people say, hey, Joe got suspended or got kicked out of the game because he's too tall, and that's why he initiated the hit on the head, because he's just so much bigger than the other player. I don't care how it happened. You are responsible for the damage you inflict on other people, and if it's initiated on their head, they got to be gone for a while. You have to send that message. We're losing too many big-name players. The fans want to see big-name players. And we're losing guys' careers. And
because of rules that were implemented, Eric, that did not allow guys to defend themselves. Do you guys remember when the Flames played the Oilers way back in the early 90s when Mark Messier decked Rick Nattrass and he was wobbling back?
Yeah.
The Flames didn't blame Mark Messier for an illegal hit. They blamed Nat for keeping his head down coming over center ice. And he got whacked. He didn't defend himself.
Did he hit him in the head?
Yes, he got in the head. He got knocked out woozy. Yeah. But back in the early 90s, you didn't blame a guy for going after a head. You blame a guy for not keeping his head
but we were
up.
okay with line brawls back then, too. Like, I mean, the game has changed. The point is it's a whole different game. And so to suggest, like, with the speed today, you're going to see so many, you know, impacts where guys didn't even see it coming or would have had no chance to defend themselves, even if they wanted to, because of the speeds. You got to protect a guy's head. That's all I'm saying.
Okay, fair enough. So we split your way and Grant and I are our way. Let's go. Hey, talk about dinosaur hockey then. And you brought an interesting point up when you went down Toronto and you wanted to talk to Sean Avery and he didn't make the skate. Now, those, not the pregame skate, but the day of the game skates that they hold early in the morning, why do they have those? Because if you look at training, the whole key to training is recovery. You need rest. You have to get... That thing, going back to the dinosaur days, was brought in when the big 6 teams, the original 6, would go from city to city on a train. And what would they do on that train, Grant?
Drink.
They'd get pissed. And the only way that they could kind of recover them was that pre-game skate, the early morning skate, to sober those guys up. Now, do you not think that thing is a little prehistoric and they should get rid of that?
A lot of coaches now are moving more towards eliminating the morning skate. And I agree, they're making it more and more optional. Certainly if they've played the night before, a lot of coaches are saying, don't bother showing up tomorrow morning, guys. We'll see you at 5 o'clock tomorrow night before the game. I agree with you. I don't understand why you're constantly bringing guys in. You know, a lot of it has to do with meetings. You know, you go for a 15-minute skate, then you go for a meeting to watch some video. I'm with you. I'd let them sleep in. I love my sleep.
Rest.
Yeah, it's a waste of time. I used to think that day it was help generate interest for the game that night, but that was the old days. CFL does it, NFL football does it well. You have all that media hoopla the day before, generate interest. You get it in the papers and on radio and on TV 24 hours before, generate some interest. But on game day, it's a waste of time.
Tired of going to redneck barbecues? Well, you better call Rocky Mountain Barbecue. Alberta barbecue cuisine at its best. Great tasting food, clean and efficient service. Check us out online or call Rocky Mountain Barbecue.